history of the Minecraft. 18. Right, this is part 3. We started off at 1880. In 1886, this McDonald's was completely abandoned for good today. This year had an abandoned McDonald's. This McDonald's was gone for good. The sign had to be knocked down, and the M was gone. In 1887, this blacksmith had its last 2 days before closing its doors. And literally just 2 days later, they were joking. The blacksmith was still open. There were people still sleeping in their beds, which I don't even understand. And then just 1 year later, in 1888, you may have noticed that this is how the flood completely came, and the flood is massive. This massive river completely went out of nowhere. This river is so huge that it even is flooding almost every single house. Even it almost flooded the entire village. It even swarmed up some houses, leaving the rest of the houses still open, while this flood is just going nuts. Even though this is a flood, it still counts as one. And literally, if you type in the /17t times
Object successfully
100,
summoned.
then it will just completely land right there. And then the flood would expand even more. Even if you're a spectator mode, it could land on this abandoned castle. The castle is gone for good. And if you guess what happened, you're right. The flood is still happening right now. It's right on Minecraft. And then just 1 year later, in 1889, which marks the end of the 1880s, on February 9th, 1889, a lightning strike completely hit perfectly on the side of the flood, making the flood grow even more bigger. And literally the flood was so huge that it even hit this tiny well that looks amazing, like a tunnel, like a tent. Like a tent. For some reason. And then at the start of the 1890s, this McDonald's literally almost completely got flooded, literally, but was able. This Burger King almost completely got flooded, but was able. Just 29 days. Just an entire month later, the same year, in 1890, this flood completely covered like so much of this village. Even it almost reached the Sears or the Sears Auto Center. But it actually reached Sears Auto Center. This is the smallest Sears Auto Center in the world. Literally, can go way bigger than that than you have expected. Just in the same year, just 2 days later, it still kept raining. Because the rain would go on for around an entire decade of this. People were very furious that this would flood their entire village. But it was so big that it even managed to get to a village nearby the old 1.12 village, which was around that was actually busting their lips open wide. This flood was the most dangerous flood in the world. It even had some big problems about the flood. The flood would never end. Like the flood would have never end. I mean, the BK logo looks like the freaking McDonald's sign. It's taller than the McDonald's sign. Even the BK sign is. Even the BK logo is taller. In just 1 hour later, the flood got so big that even houses were still abandoned while the flood was actually expanding, I guess. This is my house, and they had permission. These bats didn't hear, and they were in the house. They were too terrified to even go outside. So they were happily living their lives inside of the house, otherwise they would get washed away. But they knew that this was a Category 5 hurricane that completely blew the doors into the house. Even that, the door completely went out. When we went into the doors, then even the flood, like the river is huge now. It almost hit every single house in this village that has a nearby McDonald's. That even you can see the nearby locations of them. You'll see the nearby locations of the McDonald's. And there's only a tiny bit of dirt path left. Like, there was not even a single sight of a movie theater in here. Like, the flood was so huge. But even rendering lava doesn't even make sense. But in flood like this, there was a lava pit right outside of a house. There was a lava pit right outside of my house right there. That's literally somewhere where they went. This house had no one living in there anymore. But the McDonald's, well, it still lived. All the pieces of the lava, all lava, is completely inside of it. It's cobblestone and obsidian. You even make the lava. No villagers would have even fell for that. There was a huge lava pit that was right there. That's my house right there. And this huge giant piece of lava. Even my house wasn't even filled with lava anymore. They cleared out all of the lava except any of these houses were filled with lava. And the lava would completely expand further. Even the lava is just expanding. Lava is so strong that it even breaks windows. Even the lava can go through a window. Can lava go through an entire window hole? The lava is just so strong that it now the lava is now just through the lava. It's just hitting the freaking flood and it made stone. The lava is now just here. This huge pit of lava. Even the whole village is almost flooded. This village and the village right next to the other village is almost flooded too, most. But the 1.12 village, it's not flooded. Even there's a giant water pit that's crossing the bridge. Like, really? How does this work? Even this huge piece. There were like no animals in contact. And like all the farms were abandoned somehow. Even the whole pit was covered in water like a mini pool. Even the pit was almost covered. Even though no houses even had a pool for years.
For half. Why only half? Because I felt like it was her responsibility. I felt like, yes, I pushed it off, so maybe that's probably why. But like I said,
There's huge pieces of dirt. Even all the dirt paths are gone. The entire dirt path is gone. Even almost every piece of that dirt path is destroyed. Now, at the end of 1890, which is going to be in part 4 of the history of Minecraft Village, for New Year's Eve, it was still raining. Literally, this village is gone, pretty much gone, if you would say that. But this village right there, it's not gone. That even this village
she's gonna be okay. She's in recovery. She was in a fight for her life. I have some woods behind my house, and she went into the woods.
It was right there. So this was the village. This get a border block. Now that we have the border blocks, we can now specifically make a border. Now there are red particles everywhere. Even the border is kind of weird, it still counts. As you know. Even the border is actually pretty weird looking. Although this is actually a 2-block tall version. And literally, how did this even get here? Literally, that is a lot of stairs. Even you might have even expected. That's a pretty tall sign. Even though I made my own border. And now on January 1st, 1891, Soylent was allowed in part 4 of history of Minecraft.